Thank you all for being here. Well done on getting here. It was quite a challenging morning for everyone.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning to all the colleagues who've made it here to Brussels. Good morning to those of you who've joined us online. Welcome to the 6th annual Forum for FAIR.
This is an important occasion today because we're going to be confirming the findings from the largest sample-based ever survey conducted into the use of performance-enhancing substances in recreational sport.
And what we decided very early was that the best way to work on this would be to target it as a scientific paper.
So the Technical Expert Group 1, Tech 1, has been focusing on studying prevalence of doping in recreational athletes in Europe.
It is the first research to estimate the prevalence of dopers and doping and mind the difference between these two concepts.
The idea of the second outcome of the Tech 1 was to try to understand, as requested by the FAIR Plus project, the motivation and the psychosocial variables that can influence recreational athletes.
I really believe that the data that we were able to collect are insightful. They start a new mainstream.
We had 3 phases. Phase 1 was the survey that we sent out to different organizations to see if they do any type of anti-doping education in recreational sports. The goal here was that we said we want to do interviews, but we want to do the interviews with, let's say, the best of the best.
We discuss and we provide some guidelines how educational programs in recreational sport can be more effectively promoted. We organize interviews, focus groups, and we interview other partners in order to develop the guidelines.
You should provide a frame and the organization will have to paint the picture. So the goal with the guidelines is to provide the frame.
We had overall around 7,000 respondents.
In elite sports, for example, we use variables like sports categories. In recreational sports, we have people who compete once a year. You cannot compare some levels because sports is so different.
This heterogeneous set of recreational athletes, they could be taking both medications on the list for a whole catalogue of reasons. Is there perhaps a space for a policy discussion about what ought to be mandated? You must cover these topics. We're quite clear within wider policy what the elite sports sample is going to look like. What's an recreational athlete look like? What's recreational sport look like?
We sat down with WADA and we said, well, based on everything we did, these are our results.
How do we package the knowledge and communicate it in a way that it will be received?
It is an uphill battle if where I'm standing from the Commission side to be able to do something really constructive and something convincing.
The fact of the matter is that it's only a very, very small minority of European recreational athletes that will ever be tested. Our overall basic finding is that it is very few recreational athletes, at least in percentages, that use illegal drugs.
We can't really talk in any sophisticated ways about anti-doping in recreational sport without really asking questions, fundamental questions about how people live their lives now, what kind of goal is health.
I really believe that the future of anti-doping in recreational sports should find a new language. That this is a seed and we need to explore this seed because we need to, from this seed, a flower should born and not, so you need to take care of this population.